Dogs helps our hearts in numerous ways. Dogs don't just fill your heart, they really make it stronger. Studies show that having a canine companion is linked to lower vital sign, reduced cholesterol, and decreased triglyceride levels, which contribute to raised overall cardiovascular health and fewer heart attacks. What's more, dog owners who do have heart attacks have better survival rates following the events. Keep us fit and active. Health experts recommend that adults get around 2 hours and half-hour worth of moderate exercise per week. Dog owners are far more likely to hit that goal. People like to be outside to steer their dog, and be with their dog. Director Companion Animal Services at PAWS, a Washington-based animal advocacy organization. It helps them be more active. In turn, that activity helps us remain mobile into our 70s and 80s. Earlier this year, a study within the journal Gerontologist found that older adults who walked dogs experienced lower body mass index, fewer activities of daily living limitations, fewer doctor visits, and more frequent moderate and vigorous exercise. Help us reduce weight. Want to drop a couple of pounds? Grab Fido and obtain hoofing. Research has repeatedly found that daily dog walks assist you reduce, since they force you to into moderate physical activity for 10, 20, and even half hour at a time. In fact, in 2010, one small study discovered housing project residents who walked loner dogs 5 times every week lost a mean of 14.4 pounds over the course of a year. The simplest part: participants considered it a responsibility to the dog, instead of exercise. They need us to steer them. Improves our social life. As we age, it becomes harder to urge out and meet people. Not so for dog owners. Researchers have found that about 40% make friends more easily, possibly because the vast majority, 4 in 5, consistent with one British study, speak with other dog owners during walks. Dog owners especially tend to be a touch more extroverted or outgoing, says Joubert. When you begin to interact them about their companion animal, people tend to open up and really blossom. They need to share stories about their favorite friend. Reduce stress. There's a reason therapy dogs are so effective. Spending just a couple of minutes with a pet can lower anxiety and vital sign, and increase levels of serotonin and dopamine, 2 neurochemicals that play big roles in calm and well-being. People performing stressful tasks do better when there's a dog around, too, and studies show dogs ease tension both at the office and between married couples. Add meaning and purpose to our livelihood. As we get older, especially after we retire, it are often difficult to seek out structure and meaning day in and outing. Dogs look out of that. They force people to still do things, so, albeit you're not feeling well emotionally or physically, the dog doesn't care. I mean, they care, but they still want you to feed them and take them for a walk. Dogs help prevent loneliness and isolation, as well, which is vital in staving off cognitive decline and disease. It helps us to not just focus in our needs. It gives us a reason to actually rise up within the morning. I got to rise up and look out of my friend here. Beat off depression. It's widely believed that dog owners are less susceptible to depression than the dog less, largely because they appear to assist in numerous other areas of health and well-being. The reality is somewhat more complicated. Though there's evidence that certain dog owners, including isolated elderly women and HIV-positive men, suffer less from depression than those without pets, there's also proof that dogs don't do much for other demographics. That said, therapy dogs, animals that don't stay in your home, have been shown to be effective in easing depression for a spread of individuals, old and young, sick and healthy. Prevent grandkids' allergies. Back within the olden days, the 90s, experts believed having a dog in your home contributed to children's allergies. Fortunately, recent research shows just the other is true. Dogs and cats actually lower a child's chance of becoming allergic to pets, up to 33%, consistent with a 2004 study within the Journal of Allergy and Clinical Immunology. As a side bonus, youngsters might even develop stronger immune systems. Reduce doctor visits. If you're over 65 and own a pet, chances are you seek medical help about 30% less often than people that don't have a pet. To wit, a study within the Journal of Personality and Psychology established that animal-owning seniors on Medicare reported fewer doctor contacts over the 1-year period than respondents who didn't own pets. And while cats, birds, and other animals were helpful, owners of dogs, especially, were buffered from the impact of stressful life events on physician utilization. Battle disease and injury. It's believed that owning a dog can help detect, treat, and manage a spread of illnesses and debilitations. A couple of examples. Some dogs are trained to smell out skin, kidney, bladder, and prostatic adenocarcinoma, among others. Service dogs are known to profit people with everything from traumatic brain injury to autism to atrophic arthritis, increasing mobility and promoting independence. Alzheimer's patients are soothed by dogs, whose companionship also seems to mitigate emotional flare-ups and aggression. Dogs are good for your heart. Owning a dog can assist you live longer. A comprehensive review of studies published between 1950 and 2019 found that dog owners had surprisingly a lower risk of death. Studies suggest that dog owners have lower vital sign levels and improved responses to worry. Even just living with a dog makes a difference. People who had experienced previous coronary events had a good higher level of risk reduction for death. Research has concluded that the bond between humans and dogs reduces stress, which may be a major explanation for cardiovascular problems. Dogs cause you to more attractive, even virtually. If you're trying to find a date, it'd be time to urge a dog. A dog's presence may make people appear more likable and attractive. In a series of studies, men were more likely to urge a woman's telephone number once they had a dog with them. In another study, researchers asked individuals to rate people in photographs and located that folks looked happier and more relaxed once they appeared with a dog. A study by Pet Wingman found that men and ladies swipe right more once they include a profile photo of their pup. Women benefited quite men with dogs in their profiles. And finding Fido photos on your camera roll shouldn't be a problem. A study found that 65% of dog owners admit to taking more photos of their dog than their spouse. What world are we living in? Dogs help seniors with cognitive function and social interaction. Studies exploring the consequences of dogs on seniors found positive results. One study found that pet therapy improves the cognitive function of residents with mental disease in long-term care. Another showed significant decreases in agitated behaviors in seniors with dementia and improved social interactions. A four-footed ally provides unconditional love and support, which is particularly important during tough times. Though people might imagine we're taking care of our canine companions, it's mutual. Dogs look out, folks, and science confirms it. So love your dog as he loves you. Click the link within the description to find out more about how you can train your dog with our free ebook.